Good afternoon, people. Welcome back to today's video. It is February 4th of 2026. I'm going to be going over my loss today. Where's my Topstep? So, to break it down, I'm looking for longs. I don't know how I feel right now. Like, I'm kind of neutral, but at the same time I'm a little down about it. I don't know. Let's break down the setup first. Overall, looking for longs, right? We're back bullish in terms of 4 hour. There's a 4 hour order block and a 4 hour liquidity grab that happened after the session. So at the time, what we were looking at, we were working off of a 15-minute order block. So this guy right here. Pretty simple. Today is a very much a valid loss, although it was a riskier setup, something that I didn't really notice till after, but liquidity was grabbed early. So it was grabbed before 6:30, so that could be a reason why. I think price just overall needed to retrace into a better higher time frame confluence. We were already bullish in terms of pre-market. So at this point, when I was looking at the market, I was already working off of this third break here, which happened at 5:30 Mountain Time. Lots and lots of liquidity was grabbed, right? So we have all of our influences. We've tapped into a higher time frame area, this time being the 15-minute. Excuse me. Liquidity was grabbed from the higher low. Same thing with this higher low right here. Liquidity grabbed. Now again, this all happened, 6 to 6:10. So not the highest probable setup. There was this PA level right here, which you could have taken, but I didn't take it because stop loss absolutely makes no sense. This would have had to been 300. That's crazy talk. So I ended up taking this PA level here. The setup stayed valid. It was a 1-minute candle closure above EMA and PA levels. 1 minute. Yep, I just got in somewhere around here. I did a 200 tick stop loss. I am getting used to the fact that, my stop losses now have to be ginormous. Contracting size is limited now on Topstep because of the volatility, but it's still okay because we ended up risking about $600 to make $1,200. We were pushing up for just a little bit, and then we got stopped out. That's pretty much it. Now, again, I think the reason a lot of people took this trade in my community, we all ended up losing this setup. It's very much a valid setup, but it is on the lower side, so lower probability. So basically, again, liquidity was grabbed.
The market is closed.
Right? So I think that's why. And then I was kind of interested in taking a second trade because now we've tapped into the 1 hour and the 4 hour order block. So I was looking for a break in structure right here, and then I would start looking for my setup again. Price needed to come down even further. It actually ended up grabbing this 4 hour liquidity here and then rejecting it. Some people took this afternoon setup. It was out of my session time, so I'm definitely not interested in it. So right here, right, that would be our break in favor. Liquidity grab from internal higher low. So the exact same setup, right? Now we just have to look for a PA level. Now, let's say this is our first PA level here, right? Would we have gotten in on this candle? Probably not. Let's check what the 1 minute is looking like. One minute is valid. Stop loss is not valid. the stop loss has to be 250 at least. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to maximize. I'm gonna double what we normally do, right? So I am open to the idea that because the markets are volatile now, we do have to adjust our stop loss with structure, right? If we think of it in terms of fractions, 1 to 2 equals 2 to 4. Do you know what I mean? So I think though I will max it out at 150. I think that'll be my maximum stop loss. So if 150 doesn't cover structure or like near structure, I'm not quite interested in it. Now I think that's the case for because Vlad, mentor, big dog, took that same loss we all took, and then he got in on a late trade here. Now I'm assuming he didn't get in on this PA level because the stop loss is ridiculous. So most likely he got in here. Well, he did get in on here, but let's just kind of see what that looks like, right? Is the 1 minute available for that? Yes. It would have been this candle as it's breaking out. Or let's see, 11:20 started here, so it probably would have been this candle right here, 11:25. I'm just gonna check. I don't know why I'm on the 5 second. I just want to see, like, thinking in hindsight, like how fast would I have had to get in on this trade. So within the first 10 seconds of the 1 minute candle, I would have had to punch in. Let's see if 150 covers our stop loss. So I probably would have placed it under here. Yeah, exactly 150. Or honestly, it probably would have been like something like this. Let's just see if 150 hits full take profit or not. Ooh, it did not. Yeah, like I think I would have kept it at 100, just like that. This would have been full TP. Again, this setup to me is not valid. Well, in terms of like technical like confluences, yes, it's valid, but it's just out of my session. I actually stopped trading after we broke this low. I was like, you know, I already took a trade today. I'm kind of just done for the day. Now, going forward, what do I want to do? I've kind of played around with Bookmap. Maybe I'm dismissing it too early, but I so far don't see a use for it. Like, yes, it tells you where passive orders are there aggressive participants in the market, things like that, but the reaction time is faster. Like, what's happening on Bookmap is faster than what's happening on my chart, so it's like now I'm correlating between two things, and I think it's just gonna get complicated and messy. Again, maybe that's just because I don't have enough experience with it, but I think for now I'm going to leave the idea of Bookmap. Plus, it saves me $120 a month because that shit is expensive. So going forward, what do I want to do? This guided flow that I created, I'm gonna start going back to this because, you know, I might have been able to avoid this loss right here because of the early liquidity on 630, right? Like, I would have been here, fractals and rules, liquidity after or before 630, right? I would have been like, oh, it's before 630. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't take this trade. Something like that. Now, I'm going to have to come up with a lot of ideas here because I'm gonna work with ChatGPT, Jarvis. I'm gonna make a more detailed journaling system, or maybe not journaling system, but like a grading system. So like I'm gonna integrate a grading system within this guided flow somehow. So yeah, so I think I'll spend the rest of the day doing that, and we will see you guys for tomorrow on Thursday.